Shalom, Kahala, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Much honors and respects to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, rightfully dividing the word of truth. You do it through your precepts. I say Shalom, back to another quick four-part lesson. We're going to title it Waiting for the Lord, or Waiting on the Lord. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. Let's start here in Deuteronomy 32 and 35. All right? To me belongeth vengeance. In other words, to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai belongeth vengeance. Okay? So clearly, he tells you throughout the scriptures, not just here in this particular precept, but throughout the precepts, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, so on and so forth. Okay? And so the Lord will take vengeance on who? On the wicked. Okay? Which is Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay? The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. Malachi 1:4 tells you who it is. Okay? And it's Esau Edom. Okay? They're a people, they're a nation, whom the Lord have indignation, righteous anger forever with them. Righteous anger. Okay? Indignation. Isaiah 34:5 and 6. They are the people cursed to the Lord's judgment. You understand? Okay? So we don't have to do anything. The Lord, that's his job, and the angels. Okay? So to me belongeth vengeance and recompense. And again, this stuff is throughout the scriptures, people. So when you hear these people talk and talking about, how they're going to be saved, or, that they're going to come into the inheritance of the Israelites, or whatever the case is, then they don't know their Bible. They don't know these scriptures. Okay? Either that or they know they're familiar with the scriptures, but they're not bringing them out. They're in denial. Okay? And that's basically what these people are living in. They're living in a bubble. They're living in an illusion. Okay? They're not dealing with reality. Okay? So let's continue here. So to me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Okay? Their foot shall slide in due time. Whose foot? The wicked. All right? Esau, Edom, along with the other 16 heathen nations. For the day of their calamity, which means disaster, destruction, okay, when you go into the word calamity, is at hand. And the things that shall come upon them make haste. Let's read the NLT version. I will take revenge. I will pay them back. In due time, their feet will slip. See, their day of disaster, that's what calamity means. I'll take you into the word. All right, we've done it many times. Again, people, you have to get into the etymology of words. Hebrew, Greek, the Latin. All right, the blue letter, Bible concordance. All right. The day of disaster will arrive and their destiny will overtake them. See, their destiny. Do you understand? Everybody here on this earth is living predestined lives. The elect of Israel, the 2/3, Esau, Edom, the other 16 heathen nations. You understand? And America had to happen, people, because it is prophecy. It was prophesied, okay? The little horn in Daniel chapter 7. Do you understand that? All right, it had to come into fruition, and then they had to do, okay, their evil, their wickedness, okay, moving forward, okay, in other words, fulfilling prophecy, so that, when we get here to the end, you understand? They would have to be taken down in order for the kingdom to come in. All right? It's just prophecy, people. We'll be right back with parts 2, 3, and 4. Shalom.